Something a little different today. We're going to do a little off-roading with the Zizzo. Zizzo's got a 500 watt geared motor in the rear hub, and it's designed for a 26-inch wheel, but these are 20-inch wheels, so it's real torquey, and it only goes 17 miles an hour wide open, but it's fun off-road. And it's so dry, normally you can't go in a place like this. This is a road that's going to be built in the future, and this it's kind of like clay, and it's so dry. There is no moisture there at all on the surface, so it makes her good riding. This way, pup, over here. There you go. Tilly heard something over there, so she's watching. She doesn't want to go forward yet. She's checking out where we've been on the trail. There's houses over there. I think it's just geese. It's early in the morning. They're just hanging out. Come on, pup. Let's go. Come on. There we go. Okay. It's a handful to balance this thing. But, I mean, wearing the helmet is you're a lot higher up on this if you fall off. We're going a whopping 4 miles an hour. You gotta watch every rut and rock so you don't get thrown off. Wow, this is nice up here though. Those big lugs off of those caterpillars, they're rough. Up the hill. Take it easy there. Wow. There we go. There we go. How can she jump out of bed, have breakfast, and be so full of energy? Wow. Here's a little pond that they made. They dig it out real deep, and it fills up with water. The ducks like it. See the wind blowing, making little waves out there. Here's the headwaters to the pond. There's a miniature river. It's a spring coming out of the ground, but it's eroding. It's starting to look like the Grand Canyon. I'm gonna see if you can see this flowing down here. Oh, let's see if I look right there. See the little trickle of water? And it actually goes underneath the wall of the canyon. And then it comes out a foot later. It comes out down here. Down to a little frog. This is huge. He'd be down in there, you'd have to find a different way to come out. It's about 3 feet deep. See that monster up on the hill there? Wow. So we're gonna walk up the river and see if we can find where it comes out of the ground. That's the little pond down there in the Grand Canyon, and then it comes up into this big valley, and it's flowing alongside the cornfield. So let's walk up there and see it. In scale miles, I wonder what we're walking. If you're an ant, you'd spend a day to get up here. Oh, I see it. It's over here. It's across the valley. We can't walk to it. There, we're zoomed in way across. That's where it's coming out of the ground. There's a little flow there. Heads to the west. So that's a little spring that keeps feeding that pond. She knows it's time to get back to the bike. And she always knows where it is too. Okay, pup, we're gonna load up and head out. So she's ready to go. She's the lead dog. We've got her hooked up to the harness here. Carabiner. She's hooked to this framework on here, and she pulls and pulls. And it's, instead of being up by the handlebars, the CG is low down here, so it doesn't pull you sideways. Oh, she pulls hard. She knows we're going home, but we have to ride. Once we get to the road, we have to ride a little bit. We're on a dead-end street here, so there's not any cars. No houses here behind us. She knows the way home. She'll take every turn. It's kind of like riding a clown bike. A long post off of a little frame. But it folds up really small. You can put two of them in the trunk. The number one problem on this bike, other than balancing it, is the wind resistance. We're bucking a wind right now. You can't hardly coast down the hills. You're sitting so upright, it just slows you right down. Well, we better put this thing down. We got a balance going through this trail here. She's all excited. She might see a squirrel. That's really neat in here. Look at how she's hanging on. She's strapped in tight. She can't go any further than that. So we had a good ride this morning on the Zizzo. It definitely is more work to stay balancing. You got to stay alert when you're riding so you don't hit something and tip over. The seat height on the trike is 16 inches, and on the Zizzo it is, I think it's about 42 inches. Yeah, it is. But the Zizzo has its place. If you're going somewhere in the car and you don't have room for a trike, you just fold that baby up and put her in the trunk, and there's still room for suitcases. It's not like one of the fat 20-inch bikes. Those things take more room. This thing folds up really skinny. It's just kind of fun to make your head balancer work again. It's so easy to ride the trike, and then when you get on a bicycle, your brain has to work. So that was fun. Thanks for watching.